Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm gonna be making Vietnamese caramelized pork bowls. I've never done this before, so it's a journey for both of us. I got this recipe from Recipe 10 Eats. Whoa, recipe10eats.com? I don't know. But I was trying to find out what to do with pork mince because I was gonna make dumplings, but then my wrappers are out of date and they looked kind of weird. Today is the 19th, so I need to use this up. So we're gonna do that. I've got the rice already made. I'm just gonna start chopping. So it says that we need half an onion. I don't know what happened to my really big knife, but whatevs. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. These are a must-have for me, so excuse me. Hi. So we're gonna peel off the kind of not so great parts. The goggles protect your eyes from the chemicals that come off the onion, and I guess I have sensitive eyeballs. This is another reason why I don't really cook. So yeah. Okay, to cut I do vertical lines, keep the root on, then I'm going to cut down. Hold the root, don't cut your fingers. That would not be good. And then take the root out, the back. And there you go. I transfer everything onto a plate. I'm gonna finish chopping it, just to get it off the board. The first step says you need to heat the oil in a skillet over high heat and then add onion, ginger, garlic, and chili. So what I do is, because I don't use garlic, sorry Luna, because I don't use garlic all that often, because it only asks for like a knuckle or so at a time, I freeze it. I cut it up and I freeze it into chunks like this. That's about 2 teaspoons. So half an onion, 2 teaspoons of ginger, grated or minced. I'm gonna have to mince it because it's frozen. Actually, I'll just put that to the side and let it kind of warm up a little bit. We also need 2 garlic cloves. I'm gonna use 3 because I love garlic. And the way I do this is I put them here and just hit them just a little bit. Smack them like they did something wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't hit your kids. And then this can come off pretty easy. There's other ways of doing this too, but that's just how I do it. And then they want you to mince them into a paste, which is good. I can do that. Now you can use a garlic press. I just find them messy and it makes me have to clean up more dishes, so I don't do that. Did I mention that my rice is done? When you make your rice, you wanna do it by the instructions. Follow the instructions on your rice packet according to how many servings. My sushi rice or Japanese rice is 1 cup of rice with 1.5 cups of cold water. But first you must rinse until the water goes clear. Otherwise, it'll get really starchy and it'll taste funny. You don't want that. You want the rice to be just as delicious as the main part of the dish. They should harmonize with each other. So, ideally, I would have a larger knife for this. did have a larger knife. I don't know what happened to it, but I gotta go and get another one. But I don't want to break the stores right now, and I've spent so much on Amazon in the last few days. No thanks. So I will just make do with what I have. But a longer knife will definitely make that a lot easier. And to make a paste, you just like squish it flat. Oh. I'm a messy chef, y'all. Just gonna clean the kitchen anyway. It's okay, this goes on the floor. As long as the dog doesn't eat it, it's fine. Speaking of the dog, I'll have to give her a treat after this. Okay, so there's the garlic ready to go. Is this ready? It's better. Always watch your fingers. And if you're just practicing cooking for the first time, make sure that you keep your middle finger like that flat, so that if the knife comes down, you don't want it to come down on your other fingers. Practice, 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 practice that. You don't want to lose a digit or cut into your other fingers and have a really nasty cut. Choppy, 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 choppy. And then bring it together and mix. This should only take a few minutes. Let me heat up my oil while I'm coming back to that, and I'll be right back. Okay, hi, welcome back to this side of my kitchen. Okay, hopefully you can see this. So I'm heating up my pan. It's been heating here for a good minute. And then we need some oil. That should do. I don't measure anything when I cook. The only time I measure is when I'm baking, because that's more like chemistry. Cooking is like art. Just, you have to feel it and you have to taste it. So we're gonna throw this all in the pan. And I'm gonna toss this over here. It says you want to cook it for 2 minutes. I'm gonna cook it till it's nice and fragrant. Break up the big pieces. That smells amazing. Okay, and I'm gonna get a few other things ready. So I'm gonna open up my pork, just like that. And I need to get the sugar and the fish sauce. Sugar, fish sauce, and I'm gonna add a little bit of hot chili as well. That'll do. Because I don't have bird's eye chilies right now, and we like it spicy. So that's just chili flakes, seeds. We love spicy food in this house. Oh, that smells amazing. Ginger is really, really good for you, as are all of these ingredients, but it says on this recipe that it works best for white meats, like meaning not beef. So that can be chicken, pork, or what's the other one? Turkey. I picked pork because I was going to make these beautiful Korean dumplings, and unfortunately my wrappers are too old and they wouldn't work, so I can't buy them in my town. I have to go to the big city, and we're not going to the city right now. Maybe next week, I don't know. Not today. Anyway, this should fill us up, and if I have any leftovers, I'll have for dinner as well. But oh my gosh, it smells so good. And you can see that the onions are turning red. Well, maybe you can see it. Just realized it's probably really dark in here. Sorry. The main thing is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of cooking. It's not gonna hurt you. Well, it might burn you a little bit, but other than that, it won't hurt. Right, I'm going to go ahead and add in my pork and dump the whole thing in. And then take off the film and throw that away. And then wash my hands. Okay, and then you want to break it up into small pieces. And cook that for 2 minutes. I'm going to turn on my rice again. Very low, just to get it warmed up. Burn off any condensation that might have fallen to the bottom. You see how it's turning white? That's what I call it, a white. Okay. So then we need to measure the fish sauce and brown sugar, and I need to slice a green onion. Ow, my eyeballs. Okay, keep stirring. You want to get it completely cooked. It says until white all over, breaking up the meat with a wooden spoon. So 2 minutes or until it's completely cooked, basically. And then I need tablespoons. In this house, I just use a spoon. Again, unless I'm baking, because, yeah. The heat is still on high. It says to add the sugar and fish sauce, stir, then leave to cook without touching it till all the juices cook out and the pork starts to caramelize. So all of my meat is now cooked, so we're gonna add these ingredients. And I'm gonna round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tip, do the dry ingredients first and then the wet ingredients. Shake your fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of this. And it is stinky. 1, 2. And if you need to, you'll always be able to add a little extra sugar in there afterwards. So it says to stir and then leave it to cook until all the juices are clear. So I'm gonna make sure that I get it all over everything. See how there's a lot of juice in there? Okay, and then it says leave it to cook until the pork starts to caramelize, about 2 minutes. Then stir and leave it again for 30 seconds. Repeat twice more until caramelized to your taste. So my rice should be ready. And now you're gonna have to move. Move. And now it's probably better to use a rice paddle, especially if you're using a Teflon pan, but I'm using a stainless steel, so forks are okay. Just that there. I always keep a plate on the stove as I'm cooking because it's handy to, it's like a spoon rest, but it's not called a spoon rest. So yeah, that's it. And then we wait for this to cook. And then plate it up with some green onion, and you could put a salad next to it. It says here you can use vermicelli noodles. You could, if you're going low-cal, try cauliflower rice. She says, I like to have chunks of plain cucumber and carrots on the side, which is a classic way of making Vietnamese bowls. I don't have either. Believe it or not, I have no carrots or cucumber. So, yeah. Is it caramelizing yet? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna impatiently wait. This is where it all comes together, guys. And it smells so good. I would love to have a little bit of green with my lunch, but the scallions will have to do. So I hope you guys are having a good day. My day so far has been really relaxing, and I'm really enjoying it because tomorrow's gonna be the busy day. So I'm just gonna enjoy. Okay, let's see. Yum. It smells really good. A little bit fishy. So if you don't like fish sauce, you might not like that, but I really like it. So good. Okay, I'll be back when this is ready and plated. Kind of looks like rice. That's what you want to hear. That is the sound of flavor. Okay, here we go. Here's our meat. Hear that? I took it one step further, so it's extra caramelized. I'm going to take the bowl with more rice because I like rice a lot. Scallions, a few of the sharper ones as well, the white parts, and then a side of sprouts as well. I'm not left-handed, clearly, but that's okay. Chickens love sprouts, so it's okay. We'll give them what we don't eat. All right, so here's the taste test. You see? Oh man. That is so good. Alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna go eat my lunch. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I have a link to the recipe down below this video so you can check it out for yourself. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye guys.